we have sunlight, well past 7 o'clock, so we're in no hurry. Bottom line is, oh, look at that shot! Isn't that beautiful? You can see all the bow numbers. Those black backgrounds with the white numbers. You can see how perfectly aligned all those boats are, and what they're doing is they're going to be moving the lines back and forth. And perfect. Here we go. They're squared, they're buried, and away they go. Our Junior 4, heat number 1 is on the water.
I think we're going to see lane 4. Nope. Yeah, lane 4's got a little bit of an edge early on.
Yeah, Pinecrest School.
Pinecrest, yeah, which is actually in lane 3. I take that back.
Yeah, but fourth from the left because we are using lane 0. And Pinecrest is out very nicely, as is Vero Beach. And 2 lanes over is MRC. So Miami, Pinecrest, and Vero Beach, all 3 of those, a great start. And Boone High School is in the fray as it is. Well.
Yeah, once again, we're going to see these bow-loaded coxed 4s. You'll notice that the coxswain is sitting, not even sitting, is reclining into the bow of the boat like a pilot or a toboggan or something, a luge. Don't say no. I don't want to say common.
Looks like our blue boat,
which
is Boone High School, is doing a very nice job. They're right up in the fray. And again, these are only the top 2, so this is going to be very interesting because we have Boone High School, no, Vero Beach. Vero Beach is right up in there. And then to the right of them is Pinecrest. And then 2 lanes over is MRC. So Vero Beach was doing really well, and all of a sudden they kind of fell back a little bit. And Pinecrest and Miami Beach are starting to break away from the pack.
Yeah, that's a great observation. It's gonna be a tight race, I think, down the course. But I like seeing Pinecrest get that bow out in front. Very distinguished school from Fort Lauderdale, the Fort Lauderdale area.
Yeah, it looks like the class right now, though, is MRC. They're really rowing very, very cleanly off the water, and they're really taking advantage of pulling that boat underneath them, getting a little bit further and further and further away, rowing very cleanly. Oh no, Pinecrest is putting on a power 10. There they are trying to get back into them. We're going to have ourselves a dogfight as they go down there. Now Pinecrest has now moved to the lead. Well, okay, trading punches.
Yeah, it's going to get interesting. I would say Pinecrest has a little more than a half a boat length lead, maybe 3/4 of a length at this point. And if they continue that momentum, we might see them break away from Miami, although it hasn't happened yet. And I believe that Vero Beach is still overlapping with Miami. So if Vero Beach is overlapping on Miami and Miami still may be overlapping a little bit on Pinecrest, but not by much. We've got a nice race on our hands. If we get the, if we can get the drone to line up with the buoy lines, we might be able to determine. Yeah, there we go. So there's still connection. There's still contact between the Miami crew at the top of your screen and the Pinecrest crew in the center of your screen. But if I was in that Pinecrest crew and I saw what I'm seeing off my port side, I'd be thinking long and hard about how to maintain this momentum, because it's not a comfortable lead. It is a solid lead, but not a comfortable one.
Well, what I would say is, I think it's good that they're not looking over to the left, or correction, looking over to the right. Is that they're staying with their mind and their head in the boat, and that concentration and rowing together is starting to pay some dividends, because they've now broken open water back to Miami.
Yeah, well said, Joe. Staying internal is one of those terms you'll hear athletes and coaches say. Stay internal means row within yourself. Don't let external factors determine what you're doing, because external factors can have a way of impacting your focus. And
all you have to do is move your head and one side or the other. You can throw the set off, particularly if you got a big one like me. But if you know, you've got to keep your head in alignment, keep on swinging in the boat, and that's what happened with that Pinecrest too. Even though the temptation was to look over there to their right, they really stayed internal, and are now opening up even more and more water. May actually get to a length of open water. And we got ourselves quite a race for third place. But again, that'll be like kissing your sister, because you know, you only want to be in the first 2-3, but it's lane 5, Boone High School, now overtaking Vero Beach for a very strong finish. And we have a nice race between Palm River and MRC up at the top of our screen.
all right, I think we're going to